I'm going to show you exactly how we went from 100,000 subscribers to 700,000 subscribers on our platform's email list, and how you can do the same in your business, how you can leverage those different strategies that we used in the process, which I call the CTA Framework, and how you can do the same to get leads at the cheapest and most efficient way that I have found for businesses and nonprofits and churches. Stick to the end of this video because I'm going to show exactly how we did it step by step and exactly how you can implement it into your business as well. So before I jump into the content inside of this training, what I want to do is I want to tell you a couple stories of a couple clients of who I'm working with currently that have put this into practice. One is Leadership Pathway. They're an organization that helps churches and residencies. Churches start residencies to help develop the next generation of leaders for their staff pipeline. And I love this organization, love what they do. But when they brought me on, they said, hey, I want to double our email list. So what I told them is, here's the CTA framework. It's create, test, and then amplify. And I explained what I'm going to teach in this video to them. We put it into practice and we turned their ads on in July. And now, as of today in October of 2025, they have doubled their email list just with that one strategy. Another organization that I've been working with is Red Letter Living, and Zach Zender, he's a friend of mine, great guy. And what they've done is they've taken a podcast that was getting a certain number of views on their YouTube videos and on their podcast downloads. It's not my channel, so I don't want to share for them. But what we've done is we changed up their strategy, leveraged their email list, and we've managed to 8x the number of podcast listeners that they get on YouTube for every episode. And they've also started posting bonus videos consistently that have been getting just as many views. This framework is absolutely powerful for businesses, for organizations, for if you serve churches or if you are a church, if you want to reach more people online that continuously watch your content, this strategy works. I'll also tell a bit of my story. For the last 8 years, I've worked with two of the largest leadership podcasts in the Christian world. The first of which was a guy named Kerry Newhoff, who is now a mentor and friend, and I really consider him family. With it, he taught me everything that I know today. And what we learned working with him is email lists don't grow consistently like this. They grow in spurts usually. And it's usually because of what I teach in the CTA framework called a 10 out of 10 lead magnet. And with Kerry, our email list had become stagnant at 55,000 subscribers until we launched our 10 out of 10, which I'm going to explain how to do in this video. And all of a sudden, our email list jumped from 55,000 subscribers to 60,000 plus in a matter of a month because we launched a 10 out of 10 lead magnet using the CTA framework, or what would become the CTA framework. So that was in 2020. Obviously learned a ton since then. I've helped a couple other platforms that I'm not going to name in this video go from 100,000 to 700,000 subscribers, and from 70,000 to 220,000 subscribers on a podcast email list. And that all is leading into this teaching. So let's dive into the CTA framework. Now, obviously, there's 3 parts, CTA, and in each phase, there's a lot of detail. This is going to be a high-level overview. I'm going to teach you as much as I can in the 20 or 30 minutes that we have together for this video, but I'm going to start with create. So what we found is that you have to get something from someone, specifically their contact information and their subscription to your platform. You usually have to give them something first, and you have to give them something that's valuable and that they actually want. And a lot of people call that something valuable a lead magnet. And what we've found, and Mr. Beast teaches this as well for his YouTube videos, is there is a massive difference between an 8 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, and a 10 out of 10 quality lead magnet. So Mr. Beast talks about this with YouTube videos where an 8 out of 10 will get 1,000 views. A 9 out of 10 will get 2,000 views, but a 10 out of 10 will get 10 or 100,000 views. It's on an exponential growth curve. And we found that lead magnets are the exact same way. If you don't find a 10 out of 10 lead magnet, it's not going to be profitable and it's not going to grow your email list. So you have to find a 10 out of 10. I want to tell you the story of the leadership podcast I was working for. We launched 4 lead magnets in a year. one of which got 600 downloads in the first month, which is not good. The next one got 1,200 downloads in the first month, and another one got 1,500 downloads in the first month. So those 3 were all 8 out of 10s. Maybe the 600 one was probably a 7 out of 10. It was really not good. But we did launch one 10 out of 10 lead magnet. And it was on just a topic that was viral and hit our audience perfectly. It was exactly what they wanted in a quick, easy to digest, process way. And this 10 out of 10 got 4,500 downloads in the first month. And then to date has been downloaded over 200,000 times. And the first 25,000 were all organic. Crazy. That is the difference between a 7, an 8, a 9, and a 10. It's 1,500 to 4,500 in the first month. And then because of the profitability of that, all of a sudden it scales up and it keeps getting shared, it keeps getting downloaded, it keeps getting liked and keeps getting mentioned and keeps building a life of its own when it's a 10 out of 10 viral idea. So how do you create a 10 out of 10 lead magnet in your business? What I've learned is that it's really hard to predict virality, but the best way to do it is to predict future virality. You have to look at past virality. How we would do this on the blog that I used to run for Carrie was we would look at the blog posts that had gone viral in the past. They had gotten a ton of Facebook shares, or they'd gotten a ton of posts on LinkedIn or whatever. Like, people wanted to share it with their friends. Those posts were viral and they had a 10 out of 10 hook or angle built into them. So how do you find that for the future? You take those past viral ideas and then you meet the same hook, the same felt need, and just frame it in a lead magnet package. So a free guide that's downloadable and easy to print and easy to use. Maybe it's a free training, maybe it's a free course, whatever it is. You want to hit the same viral felt need and an easy to download delivery that they should be able to get most of the value. I like to say in the first 30 seconds. If it's a video training, that's a little bit harder. But my favorite lead magnets are literally 1-page documents that people can print out and keep on their desk. Those are what I've found to perform the absolute best of all lead magnets. So the question for you is, what is your 10 out of 10? What is the viral idea that you can turn into a free resource today that can lead to a ton of value in the future? So that's the 10 out of 10. You've got to create. Next, you need to test it. So how does somebody get a lead magnet? You create a landing page that the lead magnet is hosted on. And oftentimes, how I like to recommend you structure the landing page is just have a headline at the top. You have copy on the left side, and then you have the form on the right side to fill out, and nothing else. We did pretty extensive testing, and we found that the more elements we added to a lead magnet landing page, the lower the conversion rate went. And I think the reason why is because when somebody clicks your link or your ad or your YouTube video that calls to action to your lead magnet, when somebody clicks that, they already have made the decision to get the free thing. And the landing page's whole purpose is just to make it as easy and quick as possible to get the free thing. And everything else is a distraction. We don't need a bio about you. We don't need information. We need quick, downloadable form fields. That's it. So keep your landing page simple, your offer clear, and the value that will be shown in the lead magnet right up front. If you want to add an image on the left side of the lead magnet, do it. Don't give away all the content in that, but show them the value that they're going to get and keep the landing page simple. So how do you know if it's a 10 out of 10 lead magnet and landing page? I like to drive at least 100 page views to the page of test traffic from your warm audience. So people who already know who you are, get 100 of them to go view the page, whether it's social media posts, direct outreach, or an email blast, or a YouTube video, or whatever. But get 100 people to view the page and then look for the conversion rate. If it's over 40%, that means that you probably have a 10 out of 10. The industry standard is 20. So for it to be a 10 out of 10 viral idea, it needs to double industry standard and it needs to be at 40. If it's not there, it's not good enough. So you've got to keep improving it over time. So that's how you do that. So say it's not a 10 out of 10 and say that it converts at 20 or 30%. There, you've got to tweak the headline of the landing page, the creative, or the offer. So maybe if it's 20% or below, it means that you probably don't have the right free thing to give to your audience. There might not be a match with your audience. You might be talking to the wrong people. Whatever it is, you need to change the offer. But if it's between 20% and 40%, you might be able to optimize it with a better headline and a better just overall angle on the landing page. So if that works for you, keep tweaking it, send another 100 page views through, and then figure out if that's going to work or not. So that's the T in the CTA process. And then A is amplify. So how do you amplify that lead magnet once it does convert at 40%? And this is where I like to teach from a book called $100 Million Leads by Alex Hormozi. Inside of that book, he teaches a few different marketing strategies. And inside of, like, in a relationship between you and me, where I'm your fractional CMO, I would walk you through which of those core marketing strategies are the best fit for your organization, for your strategy, for your offer. And then what we do is we double down and commit to relentless, continuous, high octane effort into that marketing channel. So we amplify it out into the world. And if you have other channels, if you have a YouTube channel, if you have social media channels, if you have an email list, you send it to all of them. And you say, hey, I've got this free thing, thought it might add a ton of value to you. Be sure to check it out here at the landing page. And you link to the landing page. Then you can also run ads. You just want it to be profitable. That's how we did it for Leadership Pathway, is we ran ads to the landing page, and it ended up really crushing and really working well. Yeah, you've just got to keep doing that. Actually, no, Leadership Pathway, we ran lead forms. I wouldn't be correct there. But lead forms worked well as well. So ads is a way to go, but they were lead form ads. So they're still ads. That's the teaching. And that's like how you do it, is you want to amplify it out. There's a general rule with amplifying too that I want to tell you. If you have more time than money, do cold outreach or warm outreach, but do outreach where you're out there sending messages to people, talking about your free thing, adding a ton of value to them. So there's outreach. And if you have more time than money, do that. If you have more money than time, if you're already busy, I do recommend running paid ads, because your time is valuable. You don't have time to initiate all of these conversations. You'd rather just get the free thing in front of somebody. And I can show you exactly which ad frameworks to use to best use that CTA framework, get it out into the world with advertising, because there's tons of ways to waste money on advertising. There's only a few that actually work well. So I'd love to help share that with you. So that's amplify. And the question for you is this. There's two paths forwards, and which one do you want to choose? There's the pathway of, you can take what I taught in this video, look at my other YouTube videos on my channel, and you can try to apply this on your own. You can try to create a lead magnet, try to set up the email service provider, try to set up the landing page without guidance, and you can do it on your own. And some people do find success that way. I've helped people do that. I will continue to help people to try to do that. Or you can join a community of people doing the same thing who are on the path of growing. And then you can get coaching from me and hire me as your fractional CMO to be able to come in and advise you on exactly how to implement this strategy in your business. And today I want to share a little bit about what that looks like for us to work together in what I call the CMO.Church Growth Accelerator. So what is the CMO.Church Growth Accelerator? What this is a program that brings you into my world. It's hosted on the School platform. So inside of School, I've got some content on exactly how to use the CTA framework. But then I also have a link to my calendar where you and I book calls, hopefully twice a month, sometimes 3 or 4 times a month. Just whatever you have capacity for. You and I book on a consistent basis, and I coach you on exactly how to leverage the CTA framework. But also, as a fractional CMO, my job is to look at your whole organization and to really look at what are your high-level marketing goals and how can I help you do that. And I will step in and coach you on exactly how to move forward as your fractional CMO. So that's what the CMO Growth Accelerator looks like. As the community grows, I'm sure we'll add group calls and all that kind of stuff. But right now, it's just one-on-one coaching, you and me, exactly how to work together on this thing. And the beauty of it is that every single turn of this journey of the CTA framework, there's decisions, there's choices. Which angle is the most viral? Which one is more likely to be a 10 out of 10? Hey, ours is converting at 35%. Is that good enough yet? What tweak do we make to get to 40%? I've done all of these things. I've worked through it. I've launched dozens of lead magnets. Many of them were 10 out of 10s. And I've figured out exactly what it means to actually grow your audience and actually grow your organization, especially in this weird world of marketing to churches and nonprofits and like all of this different. Like it's just a weird place sometimes. I've also worked with tons of leadership podcasts on exactly how they've done it. So I'd love to share all of that with you. And the CMO Growth Accelerator is exactly how we set it up. What I'd love for you now is, if you're at all interested in getting some help leveraging the CTA framework, is to click the link below to book a call with my team, me and my team. It'll actually be with me right now. And on this call, we're going to talk about your business, dig into exactly what's going on, and see if the CTA framework is really the best way to move you forwards and help you tackle this whole world of marketing that is so much fun, but also has so many pitfalls. So just click the link below, book a time on my calendar, and I will see you there. If the link below isn't working, you can always go to CMO.Church. And my calendar is listed on that webpage as well, along with a video explaining a little bit more about who I am, what I do, all that kind of stuff. I cannot wait to meet you. And even if, here's the other thing, I want to help as many organizations as I possibly can, especially churches and church-facing organizations. So if we have this conversation on when you book on my calendar and it's not a right fit, I will tell you, hey, this isn't a right fit for you, but I'm going to keep making free content that helps you put this into practice. So it's no pressure. Book a call. I'm not going to like hardcore sell you either. Don't worry. I'm not that guy. Like, I just open-handed love to connect with you. Book a time on my calendar and I cannot wait to see you. All right. Appreciate you.